Wow. You know, the people really do respond, don't they? Now, this is, with all due respect, there are people within the church who are very, very evangelistic. They want to reach out. You know, the Nigerian church and the Ghanaian church, the African churches that have come here to the United Kingdom. I don't think we would have the fire in this country if it wasn't for those my brothers and sisters from Africa. Do you know that?
What is something that you would even say that, Howard, because I said to the people the other night when we were in the first venue, because there was 2 different venues. In the first venue, I said to them, I began to minister, because at the first night they were kind of, looking, and I said to them, for 8 years in my basement, every morning at 5 a.m., for 8 solid years, I prayed that God would endow me with the God of Africa. And it was for this reason, that because there were so many limitations in Africa, they believed God for everything, and he did all things. And so, for water, for health, for sight, for strength, for finances, they were just put in a position where without God, they could do nothing. And in my prayer time, I began to ask God to give me the fire and the fervor of the people, the way they serve him in Africa. And I told him the first time I went to Kenya and I stepped on the grounds of Africa in a crusade of about 750,000 people, I literally thought I was going to lose my mind, because I've never seen any group of people praise God the way I praise God. So for the first time, they validated my sanity. I wasn't crazy to anybody. But I believe that you are absolutely right. And I don't think that it's an emotional thing. I think it's a thing where when the Lord has truly, we in the UK and in the States, we have cars, we have houses, we have decent things that we do. And we say, oh, the Lord is my strength. But when you're put in a position like people coming from the remote parts of Africa, and God is really your source, and he is really your drinking water, and he is really your only meal of the day, that merits a whole nother level of praise that is not traditional and not religious. And I think that is why we see the fervor that we see from these people.
Now, not many of us, particularly white people, have actually seen that. I've experienced it when I went into the Dominican Republic on the borders of Haiti, had to bury people because they starved to death, had to feed people on a daily basis because they were starving to death.
Wow.
And being able to give them a little bit of comfort, a shelter, build homes. I was with Mercy Ships in those days, Youth with a Mission.
Wow.
It changed my life. Now, I think everybody, and I was 45 years of age, so I'd lived a comfortable life, and I thought, why have we not been on this mission field before? I think if we go into the parts of the world, like Africa, where you see people having to literally rely on God, pray for food, pray for water, then it changes your whole the way you view life.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They don't view life the same, because life is God. To live is God.
That's right.
For us, we live and then it's God. For them, to live is God. And so when you say praise God, that has a completely different meaning for them than it does for many of us. And that's the level of praising God that I wanted, And I think for that reason, I went through a lot of things that caused me to have to believe him like that too.
Yeah. Well, God bless you, sister. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to be getting behind Juanita Bynum's ministry. And I would actually say to you, stay tuned tonight, 7th of April. We are live, and we're going to come back to you after a very short break to answer some questions and also to hear more of the teaching from Juanita Bynum. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.